Valley, you guys, for a major update.
Mr. Fryer, how was that drive for you?
Guys, welcome back to Calhoun Avenue. Right here, we are at 5900. It is warm up here in the valley. We got Dave's Murcielago, which sounds amazing. We got Josh of the Jungle in the house.
Hey, Josh!
Hey, Josh! We're here not for a Lamborghini update. We're here for the 720 GTR update. That's right, cars running on the dyno. Alex said come up and he'd give you guys some pulls. So who wants to see some pulls of the brand new 720 GTR with 1,000+ horsepower? It's apparently putting like 1,500 wheel horsepower down on the dyno and spinning the tires. So we're probably gonna need to get some new tires. Hell yeah. How much do you want for this? I know you're hurting for money.
Come on. You want to do a gumball with us? We need gumball money.
Oh, we got offered 300 grand for that car and we didn't take it. I'd take it, 500K. Sold. Ha! I love this. 500K is sold. This is the best. Can we do a DD Gintani collab and we'll do a merch drop with this? Yeah. You guys want a merch drop? Gintani DD collab, only flames, baby. We'll do that with a DD logo. You want to do it? Yeah, sure.
No perpetuity, no royalties.
We'll split the profits and we'll give Dave 1% or 1%. I'm gonna give zero to Dave, zero. Dude, I had no idea that thing sounded like so cool. That sounds great. So what's in it? Just NA, long tube headers and exhaust, that's it. How are you?
How are you guys?
The original Tesla jumper.
And I actually landed it.
I want this. Seriously, sell me this thing. Come on. We'll build you one. No, I want this one. I want blue. No entry. Come on, it's running. Woohoo! I'm so excited.
I still got tire slip on the dyno, even with the VHT on there. I probably have like 3 of these motherfuckers stand on the car to hold it. That's how much power it makes for a wheel. But the thing is that you gotta be careful with this car because it's so low that this thing can get so close to the roller.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's a plate that goes here. We have to take the plate off on these cars. We're also literally, you see this?
Grind it down.
That's from hitting the plate on 720s. It's no joke.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah,
so
wild, bro.
What's this thing gonna put down max? Could do 1,500 to the wheel?
It could do 1,500.
Jeez.
When you're racing it for like half-mile stuff or whatever, you guys are gonna go play around. We'll leave it at like 1,300 at the tire.
13's good? Yeah. What's it gonna run for fuel right now? What do you got it on?
Right now it's on E85 and meth.
E85 and meth.
Methanol.
Where's the meth go?
In that front tank, right? There's 2 tanks.
Where's the meth tank?
So that's just the one that we use on the dyno that's in there right now. But we're gonna put the real tank in there when we get on the lift.
The car's got a meth tank. Dave has a meth pipe.
He looks like a meth head.
You just do the eye thing is so brutal. I need to get some better tires for this.
Yeah, this ain't
nothing against X-Comp. They just can't hold 1,300 wheel horsepower. Do you recommend the R888Rs?
Either the R888Rs or the Foxy RR. That's what we're running on like the Huracans and the big power 720s now. They actually work better than the R888.
Really?
Yeah, R, yeah.
So what do we got to do? We're gonna put heat in the engine?
We're gonna warm it up a little bit and then we'll do a couple pulls through the gears.
Yeah.
Get you guys some videos, and then after you guys are done, we got to get it out, put it on the lift. Everybody was asking about the exhaust. This is not the exhaust that's staying on the car. We just use this for the dyno, just for testing. It's only just to get it on here, and then obviously for this car we got to make a custom exhaust because it's in the middle. So once that's off, half the exhaust is already like put together. We just got to get the tips lined up to where you want it. So we're hoping we get it off today, get it on a whip.
As much as we come and bust Alex's balls in the team here to lighten the mood, these guys work really hard, and that's a lot of shit to take apart. Motor, trans, all back together, all the electronics, all the interior, back window back in.
We got to put the back window back in, we got to put the cage back in, we got to put all that stuff back in.
Yeah, well, fire it up.
Let's do a quick pull and get some videos.
Show you guys what this thing's like.
And we'll go from there.
We got the real camera. I know it's designated my car, but how excited are you that this car is going to be back on the channel? I miss this car. This car has been a lot of work. This is the paint job. It was like 3 months.
There's a lot of ice in here. Why do you have to use ice?
Make it colder. More cold equals more power.
More cold, more power. My ice wife was very powerful. It's cool to see it running. Last time it started rapping like September. Had a dead battery the whole time. Changed the motor just to be safe. I'm pretty sure the dead
Yeah, flame, boys. There we go.
A lot of shit, bro.
Sounds good. It's loud.
Massive.
Would you consider this basic mode? This is basic mode, yeah. Is 1,050 to the wheels. It's basic.
So I'm gonna show you right now. This was a hot run. This wasn't even a cool run.
Yeah.
It made 991. So on a cool gas, no ice, no nothing. That was after me just like making changes. If we get a cool down run in basic mode, it'll probably do about like 1020, 1050. So basic mode comes in 5,400, 5,600 RPM. We're making 20 pounds of boost.
20 pounds of boost.
20 pounds of boost, goes, and then right at the top, so I could have you hold the power and make it feel really linear so it keeps pulling. We up the boost right at the end. We hit about 22.5 pounds of boost. That's mode. Now this is U mode, where we come in with about 23 pounds of boost, and then we can put it in linear so we don't have too much torque coming in and you're not blowing the tires off nonstop. So we get a nice linear curve, and we end at 31 pounds of boost. Between mode at red line to push me mode, at red line, let's say we're at 1,000 wheel on mode. Yeah. At red line on the pretty up there mode.
A safe place that I said, get me to a safe place I can beat the shit out of it.
Safe place where you could go race it down the half mile and have fun. We're at 1264. It'll do a lot more, but to be very honest with you, it's not my car, it's your car. 1264 is more than enough power. Realistically, this thing's probably on the race map, it's probably making close to 1,300 wheel. We're gonna do a burnout mode for you, so it'll literally like you just smash it down and just go through the gears and it'll just wah, bah, 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 bah.
Burnout mode, baby.
Dude, it's running good. So you're gonna let it cool off a bit and then you're gonna hit
And then
it?
we'll do one more. Yeah. That's awesome.
The fans like, as soon as we started saying we're gonna do another one, the fan passed out. Alex, it's amazing. I love it. Thank you. What?
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, hey. It sounds different. Why does it sound different?
The reason it sounds different is because of the compression ratio. But we dropped it up almost a point.
Really?
Yeah, so
lower compression.
Which means more boost.
yes, motor boost.
It's a full billet block, pistons and rods.
No, it's not a full.
With half standalone.
It has none of this shit this guy's talking about, and it's on a full standalone. It's not on a half standalone. So
You ever seen enough cameras will run like 6.5, 6.6 in the quarter when it's done?
the what?
6.5, 6.6.
Which one?
This car, the quarter mile when it's done.
Yeah, for sure.
6.5 seconds. Okay, so 6.5 second car.
Yeah, you need to put a chute in the back for sure.
Is the engine broken in yet?
Oh, yeah.
And had this huge process. So the engine is broken. Because you're probably right now at home on your keyboards like, oh, you didn't break the engine in. It's not doing it right. I know more than Gintani. Truth is, Alex has an answer.
Basically, yes. At the end of the day, I look at this car as a race car because Damon's just going to take it and beat the living shit out of it anyway. So the way we did this car is, we got everything together. We put a break-in oil, which is driven oil, high in zinc.
Why
So
zinc?
It helps break in, like
It helps with the metals.
Exactly, and to bed everything in. So that's like in my opinion, that's what we use. That's what we've always used is driven. And
I don't want your opinion. I want facts.
One of the
Alex.
guys, by the way, speaking of break-in oil, one of the guys on Gumball 3000 when we went was in a 66 fastback Mustang that they put a crate motor in because they blew the other motor up and they stuffed this in before they left for Gumball. And they drove like half a Gumball on break-in motor oil. And then they drained the break-in oil out at Monument Circle, like where you're not supposed to be changing oil, like in the middle of downtown.
yeah, we usually just use usually when you're doing this, you just use a regular mineral, non-synthetic oil. Just like the cheapest shit you can find. And we'll fill it up with that first. We'll start the car, we'll let it run for literally a minute and a half. Instantly shut it off, pull out the oil filter, drain that oil, check it out real quick, and then we literally put another set of that oil in there with a new oil filter, and then we'll let it get to temp. We'll let it run at temp for at least 10-15 minutes. Just let the car idle and everything, and then we'll shut it off, and then we pull that oil out again and take the oil filter out again, check that, make sure everything's okay, looks clean. And then right before we go on the dyno, that's when we actually put the driven oil in. And then we put the driven oil in on the dyno, then we drive it on the dyno, do a couple gear changes, drive it for 15-20 minutes, something like that. And then what we'll do is we'll get the straps off, we roll it back off the dyno, Tony or one of the guys gets under there and drains that oil out, pulls the oil filter, we check it again, and then again we put another set.
So it was number 3, now you're on to number 4.
Now we're on number 4. Number 4, that's when we'll start just driving it a little more. We ended up putting 100 and 150 miles on the dyno.
Yeah, people
on
said
that
they've
car.
seen you around town.
No, I didn't drive it home.
Going taking your wife to dinner.
Club night?
Yeah, no body panels
On a car looks like a skeleton.
Picking your kid up from school.
I've driven my 720 like that on the street, so it's nothing that I wouldn't do.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
I know. People said they've seen you.
We're on our
Change number 4.
We're on oil change number 4.
And then you'll do one more.
Before we give it to you, we'll do one more. You'll put like 1,000 miles on it, and then after that, we'll just put the synthetic in at that point.
Sounds expensive.
How do I change between maps? You said there's going to be like a pump gas map, an E85 map.
What we're gonna do for your car is
We have the Dave map and the Damon map.
yeah. So the Dave map is 91.
Yeah,
And map
91, 400
So the second
horsepower.
you go to 91, the flex fuel sensor already knows that it's on pump gas. So it'll automatically pull the boost back to where it's supposed to be and pull the timing back to where it's supposed to be and set up the fuel trims and the fueling for where it's supposed to be. So that's done automatically. That map 1 is still, it stays the same. So you don't have to switch anything for that. So the second you kill all that pump gas and then you pump E85 into it, the sensor knows how much E85 content there is. So automatically it'll jump to a separate map. It'll change the timing. It'll change the boost. It'll change the fueling. So that's all together. So what we're gonna do for this car is we're gonna make one map where it's map 1, 1,000 horsepower, and then whenever you put it
1,000
on,
wheel.
1,000 wheel.
People need to understand
Yeah.
that because it's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. So it's like more than close to like 1,200 horsepower. Thank you guys.
I'll see you
Appreciate
soon.
you. Appreciate you. We love busting your team's balls. They love us, I know.
What's this?
Here, it's for you.
I don't want that old piece of shit. I knew
Are you driving this? Yeah. Oh, we'll get you leaving. I gotta see this thing going.
Sick car 20 years ago. All right, now what's the plan?
We need dinner. This is my second bag of beef jerky. It's like he's the DJ tonight.
My tack stopped working. The back? Nope. No tack. Well, mercy life, the tachometer has officially stopped working. We're always at 2,000 RPM now. I never said this car didn't come without some sacrifices. Did sacrifice the tack. Fun fact, this car has no automatic settings. There's no auto button. However, if you're a complete idiot and you sort of bounce off the rev limiter, it will shift for you. Oh, there it goes. Hey, look at that, fixed itself. There's a built-in little Italian mechanic in there. It's not fixed. Now it shows us all being at a crazy high RPM. Like, right now we're cruising in second gear doing 38 miles an hour. And we are definitely not at 5,500 RPM. Check this out. Red line! Oh, yeah, baby! We used to spend a lot of time here in Beverly Hills and everyone drove around, but all the guys don't go anymore. After COVID, people kind of stopped driving their cars. Like, the scene's really changed here, which is why we're not in Beverly Hills that often. The crime also got really bad for a while, where basically everyone was getting robbed of their watches. Sounds like it's calmed down a little bit. It got pretty bad there for a bit. Beverly Hills is the home of El Pastel, and that is one of our favorite restaurants, and actually in all of the world. It feels like family, they're good to us, and the food is amazing. What's up? Dude!
Bro, I fucking love you.
What's up, dude? How are you?
Doing what you're doing, bro. You make me happy every day, bro.
Gotta love our fans. You guys are awesome. And we made it.
El Pastel, my favorite Italian spot. Gotta come to Beverly Hills and try it. We were driving by. Look, he's already got a table for us. He's already got a table for us. He got a table for 2 as we were driving by. I gave him the 2 signal.
Did you?
How are you?
I can get that noise all the way from down there.
I try to be quiet. I try to be quiet when I come in.
I know.
I try.
Okay.
Thank you. We got a table.
This is cute. It's my date tonight.
There you go.
Oh, dinner is served.
Favorite.
Our absolute favorite.
Bring that whole bucket over here.
You actually can't put that much on him because he's lactose intolerant. You give him too much, I'll have a little bit more. There we go. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This place is the best. Bon appetit, you guys. Here, you can eat with. Cheers. Get out of my pasta, you son of a...
Oh, stuffed. I'm gonna lay off the pasta because
You know what? It's not good for my weight. I had to stop eating as much El Pastel just to lose a few pounds.
If you only eat once a day, you can eat whatever you want, Damon. That's the rule.
once a day.
It's called intermittent fasting.
Okay, where are we going now? You want to rip around Beverly Hills, get in some trouble?
Yep.
Day with the flames. Day with the flames again. 712s. This one's got like that boom bang with the flame, and the Mercy just lingers. It's like a fireball. It's not even like, whoa! It's so insane. Dave's bringing barbecue season to Southern California.
Well, that's all she wrote. How great is the news to be able to see that the car is like this close to being done, the 720 GTR. And then you know what we need to do, build an exhaust for that bad boy. And we were even talking about redesigning an exhaust for the Murcielago to make it even higher pitched. And we were talking about making an even updated exhaust for the Carrera GT so we could get it to sound more like a V10 F1 car. So we have a lot of fun plans in the works, but I am so happy and grateful to see the 720 GTR after 8 months coming together.
Dude, it's cool because that engine was literally rebuilt all custom. Like, it's never been done before. The rod bearings, the piston rod is all Alex's creation. It's not off the shelf.
Very cool.
One might say it's one of one.
One of one. Well, you guys, smash that subscribe button. Join the Daily Driven Exotics fam. Do we keep it on longer or do we take the wrap off? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Sorry, the lights are off in here.
Hey? No, it's all right. It's just because you're shady.